I'm gonna go over today cleaning the transom of the boat and also an engine degreasing and greasing schedule. I'm gonna show you what I do, what products I use, and how often I use them. This boat has a turbo diesel, and as I come onto plane, you're gonna have that puff of black smoke, which is unburnt diesel fuel leaving the exhaust. And you're gonna get that soot buildup. If you troll a lot during the day, if you're coming up and onto the plane a lot, you're gonna get a little more. I'm gonna show you what I do with this stuff. I was sent these products 5 or 6 weeks ago, and I've been using it. It's an industrial degreaser. I like to apply this. I'm gonna show you. I like to apply this. I like to wet the transom. Don't kill it. I'll wet it just a little bit. I'm just going to apply this pretty heavily. There's some areas that are worse here. You have right in the corner there, up and around the top, up and around the light. And this will take all that off. All right, so it's been almost 10 minutes. I've wet the transom, applied the super clean, and I'm gonna just go ahead and wash the transom now with soap. I'm just gonna show you a close-up. It's already began working. It's done its job, but I just want to rinse it. Just want to rinse it with some soap and some water. But we'll look at those problem areas now. I mean, they're a lot better than they were. It's just removed all that unburnt fuel. Just gonna swirl the brush a little bit. I like to go horizontal, vertical, and then just do a little bit of a swirl, just to let it grab everything. Now I'm just gonna rinse it and let it dry, and it's all set. That's the final rinse. All those problem areas where it was collecting. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and degrease and then grease this engine and the motor well. I'm gonna show you all the nooks and crannies. I actually wish that engine was a little dirtier than it is. The last time I did any like cleaning was in April of this year, beginning of the season. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you first of all what it looks like now, and I'm gonna walk you through just the areas I'm gonna touch. We're gonna clean in the bilge, the whole top side, and look for leaks and just check. It's good to just do this every once in a while, just to kind of keep your eyes on things. I have a clean rag here. This diesel fuel is red, so I'm going to use this clean rag when I go around the injectors, all the fuel lines, stuff like that. I have a toothbrush I'm going to also be using. We're going to use, the super clean to degrease, and I'm going to also do a greasing schedule with fluid film. So I'm going to zoom you in now and just show you. So there's not too many problem areas here. We got the injectors are dirty. There's some belt dust you'll see. Down here in the bilge, there's a couple of little stains that I'm gonna want to get rid of. Just some little, you'll see the little stains. And up on the top here, a little bit of belt dust. Just going to apply this. I'm going to apply this super clean on a rag. I just want to spritz this rag, and I'm just going to go over, just kind of go over everything, the top side. Seems to be quite a bit of belt dust. Both the belts are tight, power steering, the alternator. But I'm just going to go ahead what I'm doing now, I'm just gonna spray just on these stringers down here. Showed you before, they're just a little dark. There's a lot of belt dust rather. Take care of these areas down here. Going to want to inspect back here by the turbo, by the exhaust, check for leaks. I'm gonna go ahead and use this aerosol foam to just kind of get in any other areas that I really can't reach. I don't want to put this directly on the engine. I'm gonna use this for the stringers in the bilge area and on the sides. All right, so I've gave the motor just a once over on the top side, the sides. I used super clean on the stringers in the bilge area. I think it came out pretty good. It's looking a lot better than it was 15 minutes ago. And I'm just going to do this probably twice a year. I'm just going to run this Dawn with that little brush. I'm just going to scrub everything down in the bilge and on the stringers and on the sides over here. I'm not going to spray any water on the engine. All right, looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and just use that fluid film. Just put some grease on a couple areas, the motor mounts, the throttle, the shift mechanism over here. Alright, that's how your rag should look. Like I said, this engine was pretty spotless before I started, but this helped a lot. A lot of belt. I have to sand these pulleys, I think, over the winter. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Either that or just replace them, but super clean. And this stuff's available at Ace Hardware, Napa, True Value, O'Reilly, even Walmart. Just basically any big box store will have it. Of course, Amazon has it. So I hope this helped out, and keep your engine clean, and it'll treat you well.